We are all familiar with courts because they are places where games are played. Whether we're playing against another, shooting a ball through a hoop, or hitting a small ball with a racket, or using our hands to simply hit a ball over a net. We can all agree that these court games are competitive, athletic, and fun. But there's one court where games are also played that is still competitive, but it is neither fun nor athletic. It is more so frightening, life-threatening, and damn near cruel. And that is the judicial court system in the United States of America. Welcome to Back to the Basics, where you learn facts, hope you embrace it. Watch, like, share, bring in awareness. Watch, like, share, bring in awareness. I'm fearless. Welcome to Back to the Basics, where you learn facts, hope you embrace it. Watch, like, share, bring in awareness. Watch, like, share, bring in. Like any professional court game, there is a dress code, and those who violate the dress code are penalized. This same rule holds true in the judicial courtroom. Many people don't know that the acceptable court attire is business or business casual dress, and although jeans are allowed, you're still judged differently when you wear them. In court, shorts, tank tops, and crop tops are not permitted, and if the judicial officers find your clothing inappropriate in any way, you can be ordered to go home to change or to return to court on another day. Just like in a professional athletic court arena, you have to pay a fee to attend. So it's safe to say that although it's a game, there's a business aspect to it. Similarly, the judicial court game is also a business. A slogan made popular by the media is "crime doesn't pay." But in reality, when someone allegedly commits a crime, everyone gets paid. The prosecution gets paid, the judges get paid, stenographers get paid, and the defendant's lawyer also gets paid. The whole judicial system saves tons of money when citizens fail to exercise their right to a speedy trial. For as we know, a trial costs money. And instead, many defendants take what is called a plea bargain. The word plea means to please, and the word bargain means a business transaction. The only one that is pleased at the end of this business transaction is the prosecution. If you didn't already know, plea deals is a violation of the Constitution, for it coerces the defendants to waiver their constitutional right to a speedy trial. Did you know that 97% of federal criminal convictions are obtained through plea deals? That is preposterous. It should be more than clear now that the United States judicial court system is unjust and not governed by impartiality. When the judicial system hears the words justice, they only hear just us, meaning themselves. Now, if you were one of those brave citizens who, after all the deploring talk by the prosecution and sometimes even from your own attorney of how much years in prison you will receive if you decide to exercise your constitutional rights to go to trial, and you decide to go anyway because you knew that based on the evidence you were innocent, this is what will happen to you. First, you need a jury of your peers, which is a guaranteed right of criminal defendants, in which the word peer means an equal. But being evil as the justice system is, they have strategically altered this law to mean anybody living in the United States. But a true jury of your peers are those of the same economic level as you, the same ethnicity as you, and the same religious background as you. For example, if an American Muslim is accused of a crime, then the jury has to be that of American Muslims in order for it to be a jury of one's peers. If they tried a Euro Jew in the court system, the jury has to be that of Euro Jews in order for it to be a jury of one's peers. If you tried a Native American, the jury would have to be that of Native Americans in order for it to be a jury of one's peers. You get the picture? I hope that's clear. Another injustice in the American judicial court system is evidence. Evidence is the available body of information or material objects used to establish facts in a legal proceeding, indicating whether a preposition is true. For example, if someone allegedly committed a murder with a gun, if that gun is seized, then it becomes evidence and thus needs to be used in order to execute what the U.S. court system claims, which is a person is innocent until proven guilty. For the only way someone can be proven guilty or not guilty is by the evidence. This draconian United States judicial court system has a rule that says judges can decide what is admissible and what isn't permissible evidence. With a rule like that, it is damn near impossible to get a fair trial. Do you hear what I'm saying? When a judge who was not there at the alleged scene of the crime can say we don't want to use the evidence that can prove someone else's innocence, that is corruption in its rawest form. You should never have to prove that you are innocent in a court system that functions under the Constitution that clearly states that you are innocent until proven guilty. If you did some research on the prison system here in America, you'll find that it is filled with innocent people who have never been found guilty based on the evidence. If you studied and compared court cases, you'll also find evidence of racial disparity where judges purposely allow admission of all evidence in cases tried by white defendants as opposed to Black and Latino defendants. Anytime an individual in the court system in any position under God that they claim they trust in can tell you what is admissible as evidence, my people, you do not have a chance at a fair trial. And that is such an ugly reality to face, knowing that your government is filled with this type of evil. So many innocent people should have never seen a jail cell. So many court cases should have never went to trial. But they do, to secure a speedy prosecution. This is a mockery and a violation of due process of law. And unfortunately, mainstream media seem to be on judicial payroll because they seem to always be there playing a huge role propagating misinformation. The media is ever active in the process of poisoning the masses by stirring emotions in order to dictate a desired outcome in the courtroom by denying defendants their presumption of innocence, which is a clear violation of the law, in order to illegally prosecute innocent people. Too many times people go to court and voice their opinions, not their facts, opinions, and get the courts to yield to a lie. And sadly, quite often they do. This proves that there's a huge disregard of the law in the United States judicial court system, and it needs to change. But it won't change unless we continue to expose them to the world. So share this video and let us collectively inform the masses. I'm Kev Ray, and this is Back to the Basic. Don't forget to subscribe. Facts we stated. You wanna know something? Go back to basics. Most saw a trap and was called the Matrix. The world frivolized, yet it's hard to face it. So I spread truth, hope you embrace it. Watch, like, share,